Okay, welcome to the Roz Room, everybody. We're so excited to have you. Jan and Greg, y'all want to introduce our guest, or do you want me to, or what you want to do? I see Jan, but she's not. I think you're muted, hon.
Okay, I'm on now, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So we are so honored tonight to have co-founder Marc Walker hop on here and share some exclusive training for us. And I know he's been a huge part of Greg and Mai's journey. And so we just are so appreciative that you're taking time away from Julie and your family to come here and share with us and to encourage and uplift us and to just share the vision of this company with us. So we'll turn it over to you, Marc. Thank you.
Unmute. You got to unmute.
Okay. There we go. Tried to unmute and I stopped the video, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so again, it's a pleasure to be on with you guys and have the opportunity. But I want to first just say the fact that you guys all banded together and that you have done this on your own, but you guys are the ones who want to grow your business, make a difference. Melissa was able to tell me a little bit about what some of the topics you guys have gone over in the previous, I guess, weeks, and it is amazing. So I again am honored to be on with you and have the opportunity to share and to talk a little bit about some of the things that I think make a difference. Now, before I get started here, I accidentally pinned somebody, so I cannot see the slideshow. How do I unpin somebody? I need all you experts.
You pinned, huh?
Well, so Debbie, you're the lucky person. Debbie Kelly, I'm waving at you because you are on my main screen and I don't see the slideshow, and it shows a pin at the bottom with Debbie's name and her smiling face. So I don't know how to unpin that so that I can see the slideshow. How do I unpin, Holly?
Why don't you want to hop out and come right back in?
Okay, why don't I try that?
Okay.
I did not know how to pin someone myself. I was like, how do you pin someone? I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm sitting here trying to look and see if I see a pin anywhere on here.
Holly, it's the three dots by a person's name. Is it the three dots by their name, like if you go into the chat or something?
I don't see it on any.
Remove pin. Okay, I got it.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Okay. That was without a 10-year-old.
It's that Android. That's the problem. It's the Android.
Hey.
That's the problem.
I have an Android. I'm with you, Marc.
Yeah, seriously. All the good ones have Androids. Hey, you know what? As we say at the office, Josh Gagan has an Android, and if it's good enough for Josh, by gum, it's good enough for me. So there you go. Okay, so we are going to go over a couple things tonight, but before we go to the slideshow, the slides, we had a great board meeting last week, and I really appreciate the insights of the board members. The executive team had a great presentation, and they're working their tails off. Everybody at the office is working their tails off to get stuff done, and they are doing it. They're getting things done like you can't believe. And so really appreciate them. But the board had some really good insights into different things that we think would help. And I don't know if you know me and Rudy, but the rest of the board isn't shy either. So we definitely have our two bits and our opinions that we say. But one of the board members said something that I really thought a lot about after that. And he goes, I get the feeling that people are people are focusing too much on selling product. And he said, you can only sell so much product, right? And he said, and he was talking to the executive team. He said, what you guys should be focused on, and he goes, and what the leaders should be focused on. And so the people on this call are the exact group that we want to talk to. He said, we've got to focus solely on making managers. And he said, the more managers we make, the more product we'll sell. And he said, I know that sounds, and we talked about some of the struggles with people finding new people and finding the people to work and everything. He said, and I understand that. He was very I understand that in the whole industry right now, it's hard, but he said, we have got to figure out how to make new managers, and we've got to focus on making new managers. And he goes, those new managers will sell more product. And we talked a lot about a bunch of different things after that, but I was just kind of thinking a lot about that. And so what I'm going to go through tonight is basic comp plan stuff, but I've gone through it with a couple of different groups and people, and there are a couple of things in there that people were like, oh, okay, I either didn't know that I forgot it. And I think it helps you understand some of the intricacies both in the comp plan, but also just again to have in the back of your head as you're doing things, these things, these ideas, these thoughts, this knowledge in the back of your head, I think will help you do it a little better, I hope. And I'm also concerned about our new people that come in. We've got to help them do their best. We've got to help them make the most they can and be as successful as they can, because we have an announcement in the next couple of days that I think is going to excite everybody on this call. And I am I am excited about it, right? It's all I can do not to give you too many hints here, but the key to the success of that announcement, I believe, lies in what we're going to talk about tonight. You can, and new news is always good to know, but you can, I believe, get partway or get some of the stuff that we're going to offer just on your own, right? But to really move down the whole path that we're going to be talking about, it is going to take something, or the ideas and the thoughts along the lines of what we're going to talk about tonight, combined with all your brains, right? And here, you guys has always been our superpower as a company. Our superpower is the fact that you guys from multiple groups work together. You don't, hoard, this is mine, you work together. And that working together allows you to toss out ideas and word tracks and the little tiny things that make all the difference in the world in the long run. Somebody has a good idea and then they share it, and somebody else is like, oh, what if we change these words? What if we did that? And all of a sudden we've got something that's unstoppable. And I believe that we are literally at that edge right now with this announcement and some of the other stuff that we've got going on. You guys are, again, having this meeting, having this group together that you are all working to do your best to share ideas, to help other people. And again, nobody else has that. Nobody. Now, before I go into this again, one of the other things I want to say, a friend of mine who I've known for a long time, 30 odd years, he's a big wig in another company. And he and I were talking one time. Some of you will remember this, but he and I were talking one time and he goes, Mark, he goes, I hate to say it. He goes, I go to your website or I listen to some of your leaders and watch them. And he said, and they talk a lot about the products. And he said, I'm not being rude to your products. I'm sure they're great, but everybody has great products. He said, everybody has great products, but he said, nobody has your compensation plan, and absolutely nobody has your passport program. And he said, yeah, I don't see anything about those two things, the two things that set you apart that nobody else can talk about. And he goes, and I don't see a lot out there from you guys about those two things. And again, I've thought a lot about that. The two superpowers that we have, but we don't share them well enough that a competitor who watches what everybody else does thinks that we share it enough. And so I want you to know a couple of things. Number one, our pay plan will pay as much or as little as you want. It will literally do whatever you want. And I am a little concerned that we are not really considering that when we're trying to get somebody signed up or getting them to duplicate. Okay. 95% of what a new person does. So if you sign me up, 95% of what you will have me do, regardless of what product or bundle or kit I sell, is going to be exactly the same. I have got to I've got to use the products, I've got to make a post, I've got to talk to people, I've got to follow up, I've got to, get one-on-one hopefully with them and build belief probably and convince them to buy and try and do this before I ever get to price. Before I ever get to price, I've done all of that. So literally the very end, if we're doing this right, the very end where I actually talk to them is the only time that price really becomes an issue. Now, if I'm just trying to make a product sale, then yeah, price is important. Okay, very important. But if I'm actually looking for and finding and sifting and gathering those people that want to make money or build a business, either one, then that's where these things come into play so heavily. And our pay plan with the front end that is phenomenal, with the 8-level payout, with the pools. Again, nobody has our pools. That's one of the things that he called out. And that he also actually mentioned, and this is from an outsider, that we work together very, very well, better than anybody he's ever seen. So I thought that was cool. But the other thing is all those together, that is why you guys are all working together right now, because one person has a great idea, we share it, and that raises everybody, right? And then the other thing, the passport program. Now, some of you might have gone on your trips a while ago, but you still went. And are you calling that out? Are you posting those? Are you reminding people, hey, my husband and I went on this, all-inclusive trip, and we went on a cruise, and it wasn't, and again, somebody else said this, well, anybody can go on a cruise, but you might want a portal. And I'm like, portal? We have balconies, dude. We don't do portals, and we don't do inside cabins in this company. Any of you that have gone, you had a walkout balcony, right? And those things are different than a lot of other companies. We take it for granted. I went on a cruise, they go on a cruise, but they're the ones with an inside cabin or a portal, right? Or I don't know how you say that word, the porthole. I don't know. Anyway, but that's what they have. We have a walkout balcony. Okay. We do things different. We do it better. We go that extra mile, right? We're the ones that have the sign at the bottom of the escalator when you come to Utah with your name. Okay. And a chauffeured car. So we're used to that. We think that's normal, but it's not normal. And we need to make sure we're calling those things out, that we did these things. And I just, again, there's so many things that we're used to that other people remind me, no, that's not normal. That's not how other people do it. They don't take 2 people, they take 1, right? You might win a trip, but you have to pay airfare. Okay. Just all these things that we just take for granted that are not real in the rest of the companies. And so we need to make sure we call those things out. Now, Melissa, will you put the slides on and we'll get going on that? Boy, thank you. I appreciate that. And Holly, I saw you say nope, but we need to. We need to, because people are looking, right? They are looking. I can't remember if it was Lacey or Robin earlier today told me that a lot of people are trying to share on Amazon, and they are getting 3% or whatever of what they sell, and it's ridiculous. And we have so much more, right? We have so much more. We pay out 52% of everything, and so it is amazing what we have, and we just need to share that. Okay, so these slides again. This is just information on the comp plan. I just wanted to run through it because, again, I feel a huge sense of urgency as we get to this announcement on Thursday or Friday, whenever day it is. And I wanted to put these ideas in your heads. I wanted to, and again, couldn't have been a better group, couldn't have been a more capable, more able group of minds to put these ideas into, because I know you guys will run with this, right? And spread it through your downlines. Okay. So it's helping new partners build a business. Go to the next slide. And the first step is helping new partners use the comp plan. Okay. Again, we'll pay as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. And the thing that gets me is when people don't know and they do things that are gonna minimize their income or hurt them in the long term. Okay. Now we're not going through everything here, just a couple of ideas to get people started. That's kind of where I wanted to go tonight. So we go to the next slide. So the first step in getting a new partner started correctly is to know how. So I'm going to start mine so I can be on the same slides as you because I hid some of it. Okay. Is to know how to get a new person started. We have got to help our new people get started in a way that's going to maximize their income. And I have a couple examples. Now, I use packs so that I would have exact PVs, but I want you to know that basically this holds true for anything under 200 PV. So if you sign me up, I'm your new person, and you get me started on, we'll use a longevity pack, but anything under 200 PV, okay? And so packs and bundles and stuff don't matter. PV matters, right? PV matters. So if it's under 200 PV and you help me sign up 5 people, because this is what we do, right? You're going to help me do the things you're going to make me successful. So I sign up 5 people with this pack that's under 200, and I end up, because of this pack, 630 points. I get my $100 quick start bonus. You can see there. I don't get my quick start 2. I get $126 in my first order bonus. I qualify for $150 from the 600 level of the X5. So I made $376. Okay. Spent 219, made 376. And this last part I just hit because it's going to come into play later. I would have to sign up 6 people if you wanted me to hit manager. Okay. So I'd have to sign up 16 people. So I'd have to talk to enough people to sign up 16. Can we go to the next slide? Now, if you, because you signed me up, if you said, Mark, I know that you wanted the longevity pack, but trust me, I'm going to help you get started in a way and help your people get started in a way that's going to maximize what you make. Okay. And I will prove to you that you'll make more money by doing this. Again, 95% of the same things, right? So you get me started on the Gut Collective. Now, I said Gut Collective here, so I'd have the points again, but anything over 200 points works. Okay, anything over 200 points. You can do a mix and match. You can do a bundle with some additions. You can do anything. But anything over 200 points, I'll get over 1,000 points in volume. That's the moral of the story. So I'll get my quick start 1. I'll get my quick start 2. That's $200. I'll get $228 for first order bonus or whatever that would be. But the principle holds true. I'll get my X5, all $400 of it, not just partial. So I'll get $400 on that. And I'm going to make $828. Okay. Moral of the story is you convinced me that I needed to spend $114 more now for this bundle, but it could be different. But basically, I spent a little more money, but I made $452 more. Okay. So I made way more money by spending a little bit more than I would have made otherwise, right? 376 versus 800. I'll do that all day long. Okay. I will do that all day long. And I'll be way happier. Me as a person, Mark, will be way happier that I made $800 rather than 370, whatever it was. Okay. Now, doing this, if you did this, I'd have to sign up route 8 or 9 to hit manager. Now we go to the next slide. So core wellness. Okay. Core wellness is a great system. It's 185. So it's sub 200. But I want to talk about the benefit of helping me hit manager. Okay. Because that's, again, going to play into something that we talk about in a little bit. So I didn't want to spend the 200. I spent 320, but I did it. And you said, Mark, but you want to hit manager, man. You want to hit manager. So you helped me talk to enough people that I knew what I was doing. And I signed up 11 people. I hit manager. So because I hit manager, I got my quick start 1, quick start 2, first order bonus, both my X5s and my manager bonus, $200 plus the 45 pool for $1,252. Okay. So I spent 320, but by signing up enough people, I got $1,200. Now, if you remember the previous slide, I signed up 5 people and I made 800 and something. But by hitting manager, even with a smaller pack, I did make $1,200. Okay. Now, again, the 1,200 is about what people will make if they hit manager. Now, you can do small bundles. You can do the core wellness. You can do larger bundles, which we're going to give some examples on. But the moral of the story is if you help them hit manager, they're going to make over $1,200. Okay. And again, we'll tie all this together in just a second. So I think core wellness. Okay. Sorry. My slides did not. We go to the next slide. Okay. Metabolic burn. So the metabolic burn is the old X bundle, right? And the numbers just show basically that, again, the 1200-ish holds true. And I wanted to just make sure you guys saw that. So let's go to the next slide. And this talks about the complete wellness. Yes, okay. So again, hitting manager, I'm going to make about $1,200, but this time I only have to talk to enough people to get 7 to sign up, and I'm going to hit manager, okay? So again, the larger bundles or kits, the fewer people that I have to talk to. And again, I want you to go back, and I know that a lot of people have problems with their finances right now and stuff, but again, I'm going to call all of you back to when we used to have the Ignite Plus, and the Ultimate, right? They were about the same points and price, but I heard a lot of people say, hey, I will, Mark, get this bundle, the $510. And again, I'm going to go through one of the advantages of the complete wellness a little later, so just be patient. But I'm going to spend $500. I don't want to spend 500. I want to spend 250, right? That's what I want to do. Mark, put this on your credit card, and I will help you make that money back and more if you'll just work with me. And so you're not gonna show me, you're not gonna tell me, you're gonna help me, which builds my belief, right? You're gonna help me do this, and I'll make $1,200, right? So I can pay that $500 off before it ever comes due, and you take the fear out of me spending that money. Again, you're not just trying to sell me a product. I'm here to make some money, right? And you're helping me do what I need to do to make the most money. Plus, again, Mark's busy, he's got ADD, and he's not going to talk to 30 people to sign up, 11 or 12 or 17 or whatever to do it. But if I only have to talk to enough people to sign up 7, then I will do this, right? If I want to build a business. Now, otherwise I'd sign up 5, make my $800, be happy. I'm a little more motivated than that. So again, you've filtered and sifted me to find out what I want. I want to hit manager and build a business. So you're helping me do it with ADD and everything that I have. So we talked to enough people to sign up 7. I made $1,265, right? Paid off my $510 credit card bill, and the rest is mine, all mine. I won't tell Julie about it. I'm going to Cabela's, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with my $700. Okay, so you play to me, right? You play to what I want, so that I am motivated to go and do this. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, this brings us to the second part of this. Now, some people don't want to build a business, but they want to talk to people and share, and the importance of subscription comes into play really, really strongly here too. And I just wanted to hit this. I know you guys all know, but I actually, as I put this together, I was like, holy cow, I don't know if you know this. So go to the next slide. If we, and these are using the exact percentages of our retention, of Singular's retention, for people that sign up or buy product but don't sign up on subscription versus the people who sign up and get on subscription. So these are exact numbers. This isn't a best case scenario or anything. This is just numbers based on our exact percentages of retention. So if you were working with me and we were talking to 5 people a month, so I could hit my X5 because that's what I want to do, right? But you didn't tell me about subscription. We didn't make it a focus. First month, I'd have 605 volume. The next month, I'd only retain 1 person. I'd have 679. And this doesn't work out exact because these actual percentages are what's in there in the formula. So those aren't exact whole numbers, but I thought it was weird with partials. But the volume is exact based on those percentages. So 679 the second month. Third month, I still only have 1 other person ordering besides the 5 I sign up. So I have 751 because, again, the rounding. And the 4th month, I have 7 people, 5 that I sponsored and 2 additional, so 803 in volume. Okay. Versus if you go down all 4 months, if I'm on subscription, teaching my people using the exact percentages of the people that are on subscription at Singular, at the end of the 4 months, again, because you taught me subscription and helped me understand how important it was, I have 1,580 points, just selling gut glows, so not a big pack, right? But I have 1,580 points versus 803. And again, these are the exact percentages of both the not being, reorders for people not on subscription and reorders for people on subscription. That's it, right? Those are real numbers. So you double my volume by teaching me and impressing on me and helping me get my new people on subscription. And again, I know you guys know the importance of it, but to know that it's double, I think was kind of cool when I was running through that. Can you go to the next slide? And no matter the kit, if we're doing the metabolic burn and putting the people on subscription on longevity pack, which again is our top selling pack, so that's why I just used it. Again, it's $1,400 if I'm not on subscription versus 21, almost 2,200 if I am. So again, great advantage. Plus I hit manager that 4th month. So knowing that, let's go to the next slide. And this is the actual income difference, okay? So again, using the Gut Glow, because that was the first one. People that are, oh no, sorry, this is Gut Glow on subscription versus Metabolic Burn on subscription, just so you could see the difference in income after the 4 months. So again, both these groups are on subscription, so the percentages are the subscription percentages, but I wanted to show you how they play into the comp plan. You can see the 371, 316, 345, 360, whatever, but $1,400 if I'm sharing the Gut Glow. If I do the metabolic burn, but again, anything over 200 PV, you get about the same. But with the metabolic burn initial order and then putting me on longevity pack and all my people on longevity pack, if they're on subscription, using the exact retention numbers for the people on subscription, after 4 months, I'll have made $3,200. So again, my question to you is, are you going to help me use the pay plan? All we did differently was get over that $200 or 200 point threshold on the signups. All of the other retention stuff's the same. Okay, so all you did is help me get on something over 200 points. In this example, it was the metabolic burn. I spent 157 more to double my income over 4 months. Right after the first month, again, I'm on longevity pack, so it doesn't really matter. So again, I wanted you to understand that just that little bit of difference on what we have our people start out with and have their people start out with makes a ton of difference over time. Go to the next slide. And this one, I just used the Gut Glow versus the Complete Wellness, which again, I'm going to explain why in a minute, but it's $1,400 versus $35. Again, I spent $321 more, but over the 4 months, I made $2,161 more. Plus, I had 20 Destination X points. I got free samples and a free ticket to convention. So again, I believe that this is a compelling sale point for people who want to build a business, people who want to maximize their efforts on talking to the new people versus not. So let's go to the next slide. This brings us to the third step, which is the duplication. So again, starting with the Gut Glow, Gut Collective, sorry, because you already know the Gut Glow. This is over 200 PV. So this is on subscription. So you can see that I'm over 1,000 points. I made my $805, spent 300, made 800. So again, 2.5 times what I spent. I hit both quick start bonuses, got both of my X5 bonuses, and sitting happy, okay, because $800. Now, if we duplicate that, so all you did was help me find one person out of those first 5 that wanted to duplicate. Actually, the first 10, because it's 2 months in now, so we could have found somebody the second month. But we found just one person that wanted to duplicate. We helped them sign up 5, right? So now my total points at the end of that second month are 2,680 points. I made $268 on first order bonus, 103 on my reorders, and the reorder was longevity kits again. I made both of my X5 bonuses, and I made my $200 manager bonus with the 45 points. So I made $1,000 my second month. And again, everybody's on longevity pack for subscription. So I spent $219. I made 1,000. I'm happy, right? Let's go to that third month. So third month, again, I signed up 5 because that's what you told me to do. I want to get my X5. I had my 2 new people who signed up 5, and I got another person to duplicate. So we have got, and again, starting with the Gut Collective, everybody on longevity pack. So you can see the numbers. I made $948 in first order bonuses and reorder bonuses. I made $400 on the X5. $45 because I'm over manager, made the pool, and I made $500 on my silver manager bonus with the $90 from the pool. So $1,983 from that. And again, I'm on subscription third month, and I spent 219 bucks, right? And again, I understand this is first world, but or real. Let's see, what am I trying to say? This is perfect world, but and not everybody's going to do the exact same thing. But I wanted you to see the numbers again as we go farther in. It'll make more sense. Can we go to the next slide? And hopefully this is the complete wellness. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Now this one again, I wanted to hit managers, so I had them, or you had me, I guess. We're using me as the example. You had me sign up 7, right? The complete wellness is $300 pack or 300 point pack, 2,100 in volume for the 7. So I got both quick start bonuses, 420 on my first order bonus, another 400 on my X5. Plus I hit manager, 2,100 points first month, right? So $200 manager bonus plus a $45 pool. So $1,265. Again, spent $500 and it was a good first month, right? Can you go to the next slide? Now this is where it gets kind of fun. Again, I just signed up 5 people. You helped me hit manager the first month, so I did 7. But then you're like, Mark, you're going to hit X5 every month. So I'm going to hit X5 every month. And so I signed up 5 people with the complete wellness. One of my people wanted to hit manager because you helped me build their belief and talk to them. So we had one person hit manager under me on the second level. Everybody else that was ordered or that ordered the previous month is on the longevity pack. So again, 388 bucks on first order bonuses, 210 on the reorder. Hit my X5, $45 manager bonus. I made $1,043, but since I'm on longevity pack, I only spent 219. Right? Go to the next slide. And this is the one that I love. And again, Holly, I actually thought of you when I put this slide together. I saw Holly commenting earlier, so I know she's on. This is my 3rd month, you guys. I got one other person to duplicate in my first level. I got each of those people got one other person to duplicate on their second level. So I have 14 on my 3rd now because I had 2 people hit manager. You can see I have 11,000 points, made $1,500 on commissions, hit my X5, both of them, $45 manager pool. And then I made my $500 silver manager bonus with the $90 pool. But oh wait, with 11,000 points, I'm gold manager. So basically, I spent $219 on my longevity pack, but I hit gold manager. So I made 2,700 bucks. I'm 1 month qualified for my headquarter trip. Plus, and this is where I thought of Holly, I've earned 84 Destination X points because remember I got 20 when I signed up. When you convinced me to spend the $510, I got 20 Destination X points with that complete wellness. And combined with the other stuff that I've done, I've got 84 Destination X points, and I am almost all the way to the next Destination X trip. Now, again, perfect world, right? Not everybody's going to do everything. They're not all going to be 300-point packs, but the keys, I believe, are number one, you focused me on the minimal amount of work for the maximum effort, right? Because you know me and you know that I'm not going to be as patient as others. There might be other people who want to do it differently, but for me, you knew that Mark had a short attention span and wasn't going to go talk to a lot of people. So you helped me by talking directly to the logical money part of me. Spend this 500 bucks, Mark. Don't tell me no. Don't worry about this. Spend the 500 bucks, and I will help you make that back before that credit card statement comes due. If you'll work with me, right? So I had to commit. I'm going to work with you, and I'm going to do that. Plus, money back guarantee, right? So quit complaining. Get the product. It's enough product. It's going to make a difference in my life. But then, because you got me started this way, and you're helping me talk to and sift the people that I'm talking to, we can duplicate this, and maybe not this, but something, right? That's big enough that it will benefit the new person coming in. It will benefit me as the upline of the new person coming in, and it will benefit you. And so you're helping me maximize the return on my time invested, because that's important to me. You're helping me maximize what I'm going to make off of this because you're helping me understand and maximize the pay plan. which again is important to me. And we're making sure that the new people coming in have the same opportunity as I did by working with them with the pay plan. Now, again, perfect world, it might take 5 months, it might take 6, 7, 8 months for people to get here, but we got them started on the right way. And the key to me is the mindset of I'm trying to build a business rather than I'm trying to make a product sale. Again, product sale, price is paramount. I'm not going to walk in and all I want is some products and I'll spend $500, right? Not everybody will. Some people will, but not everybody. But if you're like Mark, spend this $500, you're going to make 1,200 the first month. You're going to make 1,000 the second month after only spending 200, and you're going to make 2,700 bucks or whatever the months after that. You can paint a picture for me that makes me think, okay, so this is worth my while. This is worth my effort, my time, and you're planting that seed in me of I want more. Now, you're also putting me on the phone with some of your upline so I can hear their story and what they did, and that they are normal people and they were successful, and so I can too, right? That building belief is huge because we've got to. A new person looks at you and just says, oh, I can never be like you, right? And we've got to hook them up and help them meet people who are like them, people who they can relate with. And that is one of those things that lets them believe that they can do it, along with obviously you helping them. And I think, again, by painting the bigger picture, and just so everybody on this call knows, you can post income up to $10,000. Okay. I hope like heck that you go back and look at what you made last year or the last month or the last 3 months. I don't care, as long as it's under 10,000, and say, hey, in the last 90 days, I made, $5,000, 7, 8, 9, $9,999, right? Because you can do that now. And we've got to help people understand that, yeah, you can make 200-300 bucks, but you can also make way more than that. And that you, as a average, ordinary, everyday person, did it. And this person did it, and that person did it, and that person did it. And you went to Sundance, and you went on a cruise, and you know what I mean? And let everybody know the things that you have, the things that you got because of what you did. And you're just a normal person, right? But that painting the picture and that putting that out there lets them, okay, well, if they can do it, right? If they can do it. And so many of our leaders' stories are literally sitting in the audience or sitting in at Sundance or on a Zoom and like seeing something and saying, well, if they can do it, right? If that's possible and they did it, then I want that. And they went out and did it. And I think we've taken those moments away by being a little too nervous about what we can and can't share. And so, for crying out loud, let's share. Let's be loud. Let's be noisy. There's a lot of other companies out there that are, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of a not nice word, that don't hold a candle to us. Okay. I was going to say idiotic, but that's kind of harsh, so I won't. But they don't hold a candle to us, product wise, comp plan wise, and they, for crying out loud, sure don't have our passport program, but they're loud, right? They're loud, and we're not, and we need to be louder. And you guys are the people, you're the ones. And the other thing is, it can't just be online. I know a lot of you guys are starting to do, calls again, home meetings, Zoom meetings. Make sure that it's not just product, that you throw some opportunity in there too. We are working really hard at the company to balance that out better as a company. We've been too product heavy, and we're gonna balance that out a little bit. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Again, I'm talking to leaders. I'm talking to people who know the drill, know what you've done, and can honestly say, yeah, I can do this, right? And I've done it. And so, again, this announcement, this will make a lot more sense come Thursday or Friday, whenever we announce what we're going to announce. But when that happens, when we announce that, I want you to not just think, oh man, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna go for that. But I want you to think, okay, I am gonna go for that, but this person under me, or that cross line even, that I know, I'm gonna help them get to their next one. that, you guys, has always been the key, always. Okay. We can do so much, and a lot of you guys earned a lot all by yourself. I do know that, right? But the key to really doing it, not again, I'm not that concerned for the first trip. It'll be the next. And I want you guys to gather the people who can do this, want it, and help them, again, using these ideas and principles that we've talked about. Tie them together with the announcement. Tie it together and put together a way for your people to get to their next thing. And I accidentally said the word, but their next thing. So that by you doing that, they're going to be successful. Now, again, with our pay plan, that means you're going to be successful, but not just the next thing, but the one after that. That's what I want everybody to look at. Okay, I'm going to get the next one, but I'm going to go for the one after that. My people are going to get the next one, but I want them to get the one after that. How do I do that? And again, your brains tied around what we talked about today, those principles of the pay plan. Whether they just want to share product and get people on subscription, key number one. Whether they do want to just make some extra money, key number two. Or whether they want to duplicate, key number three. All of those things tie together with how we help other people get what they want, whether they're with us for a while or whether they're brand spanking new. Getting them what they want will get you what you want. And so, again, when we announce the announcement, be excited, be happy, be ready to run, but think of these things and how you're going to get your people running, not for the first one, but the second one. So I hope that was helpful tonight. It was a joy and a pleasure to be able to talk to you guys. And back to what we talked about in the board meeting again, we've got to be loud. We've got to be proud about the opportunity. We have to basically realize that we are manager making machines. How do I do that better? How do I work across line and work with you guys to make that happen? And you guys are the boots on the ground. You know better than me. But I am very happy to see so many people who are, kind of, some people getting back to the old way, some people trying new things, but it's a mix. It always has been a mix. Online's great, and we need to keep doing that. We need to keep getting better at that because that's the way the world is going. But it does not replace, never will replace, talking to people too, meeting people, getting back to some of those old habits. Also, not switching 100% zero. It's 50-50. Let's do both. Let's do both well, and we can literally conquer the world with what we have and with you. And so excited again. Thanks, you guys. Any other things that I didn't mention tonight that Melissa or anybody wants to bring up? Let's do it. And I've appreciated all your little comments. I love watching that. When I'm talking, I don't always look, but afterwards, love it. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you again. Have a great evening. And Melissa, if there's nothing else, then, or if you have any questions or anybody has questions, I guess.
Y'all got anything? Or Greg? No.
You made it crystal clear that numbers don't lie,
Yeah. And again, when I was running through this, the very first one of, sub 200 PV versus over 200 PV and the difference it made, I didn't know that, right? And I was just like, holy cow, that's huge. 2.5 times more money just by, talking to somebody and helping them understand why they need to spend $114 more in that product example, but just a little more money and they make a lot more money. We have a lot happier people, right? So anyway, hope it was helpful tonight.
Thank you so much, Mark. We sure do appreciate you. And it's a decision you have to make, guys. I mean, if you want it, you've got to get in your head that you're going to sell those bigger packs, that you're going to talk to more people, that you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. And I'm excited about what's coming. I'm excited about what we got. I'm excited about all the things. And Mark, we just thank you for your leadership and what you mean to all of us. So
thanks.
There's nothing.
Okay, you guys. Love y'all. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. Bye.